I got a Merc 75. This is a 2003 model, and customer says that I guess another dealer told him that he has a bad piston or a drop cylinder. So I'm going to do a compression test on it. So I got my little I got this set up for like a 4-cylinder. So I'm going to put these in the spark plugs, and one of them I'll just tape off. So we're just going to do like this in each one of the spark plugs. And that's just to prevent the coil from shorting out. Causing damage to the coil, you know. I just clipped this on to a ground. I just kind of made that with a wing nut, and then I got my mercury compression tester. There's a number if you want to order this, 91-29287 Quicksilver. Anyway, it's a little compression gauge. So I took all the cylinders out, all the spark plugs out, and I'm just going to try to thread this in here. Hopefully. That's a cool little gauge, but it'll give me a really good compression reading. The only thing with these gauges, just gotta kind of watch it, be careful when you're putting them in, like tightening them down and stuff. I was gonna do a video on Harbor Freights. You can't get good reads with one of those style compression gauges because they have a hose, right? I've got a little bit of obstruction because of these two. Alright, so about there, maybe. And then, so we're just going to fire the engine over a few times and see what read I get. And then I'm going to mark them. I had a white pen I'll mark them with. Yeah, that one's showing me almost no compression. It's like at, gosh, 10, 40, 30, 20, or 40, 30, 20, yeah, like 20 pounds of compression. Let's see what they all are. Yeah, be careful with them. So it holds the pressure, but it was like right there. It should be way up. Let's see if we get bigger numbers on the other ones. So yeah, that one, it's looking like about 120. Yeah, it's about 120 pounds on that one. So we can see that one's just under 120 pounds. Like I said, it's got a little button in it. See, it lets the pressure off. Top cylinder is, you know, it's pretty common that it go out because all the heat rises. So this one's, you know, it's right at about a little below 120 as well. So you can see that one's a little below 120. So let's do the top one more time just to make sure. Alright, yep, we got a dead cylinder. So, you know, why do we have a dead cylinder? Damn it. You can see it's almost no pressure. There's probably not much further we can go with this one, because the only thing that I can do, or I could do, is if maybe we have a gasket failure at the top. I highly doubt it. It was told to me that they ran it out of oil, and if that's the case, then, you know, there's nothing going to bring it back except for completely tearing it down and maybe doing a ring job. There's no way to really know if your cylinders are, you know, if they're honed, or I mean if they're egg shaped, or if the crank is a little bit out. It's a really clean engine. It's too bad. So unfortunately this engine's had better days. Anyway, that's that.